Greetings, Wargamers. I'm here. This is the Leon Fan 60 here, and I'm doing another war game battle report. And this time, it's set in the Middle East. Yom Kippur, October War. That started in the 6th, and today is the 3rd. By the time this battle report is done, this will be released in the 6th. But here's the force that my opponent is fielding. All the Israeli IDF force, they're just realizing there's a massive army coming their way during Yom Kippur, and that is the force he'll be fielding. He'll be fielding a bunch of M51 Shermans and the one with the half track and A4 Skyhawk as his air support, and this is the mech company that he has. I'm just showing this to you guys so they're gonna be in the transport, and he has a mortar team over there as well. One of the mortar teams, and show Centaurians. And my goal is to go into this area and all the way, hopefully can get to that very end and secure that, so we can go to Tel Aviv and secure this. Finally, these people are crying out for liberation against the Zionist dogs. And this is the force I'm fielding. Yep, a massive T-55s and T-62 tank horde with a BMP-1 support. Infantry, I don't have the Saga infantry on it, but I do have the RPG teams. BMP-1, and I have an air support of MiG-23. I'm going to use the SU-25 stats for these guys. I'm proxying them. And as for the scenario, we're going to blow through that thing, and I'll have the first turn because since I'm the attacker, and hopefully we can get this thing done. So it might even last for 4 turns or probably 5. We will see how this goes. And this is the first time I'm using this Gale Force 9 map from Battlefront, I believe. Took me a year, 2 years. I got this 2 years ago and I haven't had a chance to use it. And I need to add more terrain. Damn, that is some big map in here. Alright, we will start game turn 1. This should be the turn 1. Ready? You're gonna deploy your forces in here, so, and I will deploy from here. So we're gonna get rid of the infantry off the board, and because they're gonna be in their half tracks in the aircraft, because it's per rule they have to be called in as a reinforcement. I still have to open up the tokens in the box for these guys. Stay tuned for the opening shots after turn 1. Alright, here it is. He drew first blood. I got the first round. We call it an airstrike. Both of us, our jets didn't show up. And he took out 2 of my T-62 with his M51 Shermans. And his show tried to take one of mine and missed. And none of my vehicles can get him on range. So I'm have to go. I need to race over there. And he organizes tank battalions in this way. He's gonna start defending it, and I need to keep moving because this could be quick. So this is we're gonna roll for initiative here now, because if we do it like the my turn, his turn, it's gonna be I want to have that chance of take the initiative stuff like in most games. I don't want to be like, you know, kind of like predictable. I need some excitement here. So this is the end of turn 1, and I'm gonna see if I can take the keep my initiative again. All right, turn 2 is over, and my aircraft finally came in and just He tried to shot me with his machine guns. I managed to save him, so I was continuing on the target. And this guy's just being... They struck back at the Shermans from behind. And for one of my tanks over here, took out one of his half-tracks, killing 2 of his infantry. And I killed one of his show Centurion, but in return he killed one of mine and bailed out another one. So we're still continuing. I need to organize them into formations now, because the more I move him, the more dangerous. His jet hasn't arrived yet, and I'm gonna pull out my aircraft and do some remounting. Stay tuned for turn 3. Alright, round 3 is done, and he did a lot of casualties. Not actually, but just he bailed. He did a lot of bailed out. I blew up one of his tanks over in here, Centurion, and I did another bailout. So aircraft didn't show up for both sides. He hasn't had his air force yet, and he's still trying to roll that thing, and this is gonna end in turn 6. So we finished turn 3, so we have 3 more to go. Stay tuned for turn 4's after report. Alright, turn 4 is over, and it's really going well for my force, but I still haven't moved my objective. And I tried to remount on some of the tank, but they can't. They failed in their remount because of their remount ability has to be 4 compared to the Israelis 3+. And what I did was put them on bail area and blew up some of their tanks in here. His show Centurions is either bailed, destroyed, and this one's bailed as well. This I missed one because most of my units over here are concentrated from that one, and the other one could not shoot him, and they're locked and bailed. He mortared me earlier before that. He bailed one of my guys, and I tried to shoot on this thing, and they all miss. So, and the Air Force, his Israeli Air Force hasn't shown up yet, and I already called mine once. So we're gonna enter turn 5, and we will see.
Reconstituting.
Yep.
2 Shermans, 3 Shermans, 4 Shermans destroyed, 1 Sherman combat ineffective. Yep. Our combat power is 60%.
Yep.
I need to call Nixon. Now. I need reinforcement. This is the final turn.
Yeah, the final turn is coming in, and turn 4 was just massive bailouts of my force. I tried to remount, and they're just like, nope, they refuse. The Israelis remount a lot, and they just bail out, and I still haven't reached my objective. I have a massive tank horde army, and they're just like, they're not doing it. They're just having a hard time penetrating. These BMP ones are just behind them and being shot at and by the mortar teams, and they're not doing the thing. But these guys, I managed to wipe out this Centurion over here, so he has one last Centurion to go. I bailed out one of these half tracks, one over here too, and my air units decided to take out these 2 anti-tank half tracks, and my had made another appearance. The MiG-23s. His Air Force is still not coming in. They're afraid of that SAM air umbrella. So we're gonna enter final turn and see how much damage we can do. Stay tuned. Well, turn 6 is over, and it looks like it's a victory for the Israelis. They managed to hold the line, but with immense casualties. My forces suffered a lot, not a lot, but just mostly from bailouts. They couldn't move on, exploit that the breakthrough, and the Israeli just clogged the line with much they can. Over here, they suffered a lot, leaving only one Centurion tank to survive. The Shermans to Saga Fire, they only lost one over here, but they held the line. Aircraft, and his aircraft finally showed up. I managed to drive the other one away. The other one just crashed by my Shilka. Shilka just shut him down, and the infantries never fought up in each other. They just were in their half track. I killed one of his infantry stands, and I blew up his anti-tank trucks and just put them bailed out. They tried to make the breakthrough, but it's all over. So the Syrians decided, we're gonna hold it for now, and they assumed it was a victory. So it's a night operation, because this was a good game.
It's a great game,
yeah.
actually. It's a great game.
The points is like, for the Israelis, they were around 79 points, and I think 68. I mean, I don't know if that right calculations for the force. So the Syrians maybe have more, but they're a lot cheaper units compared to the Israeli, who has a little bit less, and they're more expensive and high quality. And their training is much more better. All he had to do was just hold up, and even if I bailed him out, he keep remounting on the 3+. Mine was like, my other tanks over here were still in the bail for 2 previous turns. So it's the Israelis just hold that freaking line. They cannot save this. They cannot go in here and liberate this town. So it's gonna be another decades of war gonna be ongoing. So imagine, I'm gonna get more terrain, especially when we hit the Iran-Iraq war. That's when things get interesting. Yeah, I'm finally used to terrain in here, and you can see that one. That's the expensive terrain. I need more terrain. The trees were in there. I need more trees, actually. Rocks and some more buildings. So this is for my Yom Kippur. You will see this by the 6th, because I still have to create the thumbnail for this one. I'm already working on the drawing on that one. So this is my battle report again, and I know for those people who are looking for the battle tech, I'm still working on that one, so please give me some time. But this is my Team Yankee / Fate of the Nation / Flames of War for the Yom Kippur. Ended up in a Israeli victory, but with enormous casualties on their sides, but they still held the objective. The Syrians cannot hold it. So this is DeLeon Francis 60 here, signing off. Happy war gaming, everybody.